I think we will go ahead and get rolling this morning. We have half a dozen or so announcements and guests to share with you. And I'd like to begin this morning with some good news that arrived first thing this morning. I want to invite up Community Development Director Amy Odum for that announcement.
Thank you, Mayor. It is the day that we have long awaited, which is the date that the Ohio Housing Finance Agency was going to announce their funding of tax credits for new affordable housing in Ohio. I am very pleased to announce that the 53 Town Square project, or the National Bank Building project, has received its funding from the Ohio Housing Finance Agency. In partnership with the Rodabaugh Group and LACA, this project is now scheduled for development. The construction date is anticipated to begin in April of 2017, with completion in April of 2018, and hopefully full rent-up by July of 18. This project is a phenomenal catalyst for development in downtown Lima, and we are thrilled to announce that the project will include a restoration of the first floor lobby, 9,000 square feet of commercial space, 2 floors of office space, and 10 market rate units with an additional 37 units of entry-level working housing. This is something that I don't think, Mayor, we can underestimate the impact it's going to have on downtown development. With the anticipation of the Rhodes Medical Technology Campus coming downtown, the opportunity it provides for their adult students for housing, as well as working people in Lima, I am more than delighted to be able to share this information with you today. Again, I want to thank our partners, which are LACA and the Rodabaugh Group, for having faith and the tenacity to move this project forward. On a slightly less exciting note, unfortunately, the Senior Village project that was proposed by New Lima Housing for the Future was not funded. However, in speaking with New Lima, they will be working with their partners, the Fortis Group, to keep this in motion to see if this can be proposed for next year's funding round. So again, I want to say thank you for our partners, and more news to come as we approach our construction dates in spring of 2017.
Okay. The market rate rents on this are what dollar range?
The market rate, the apartments for market rate will be from 2 to 3 bedroom. They will be in the $600 to $800 range. For the 3 bedrooms, it may be up to $1,200. For those which are affordable income, and I want to talk about that, Mayor, those will be very accessible. For people who are working, a single person with an income of $24,500 and below can access these units for anywhere from, I believe the last calculation was, and I have to read this off the sheet here, as low as $500 a month. It's going to depend upon income. All of these units, again, other than the market rate units, will be hit on a sliding scale based on income. So what they're trying to attract are people who are working or are full-time students, who are adults who may be able to qualify for housing there as well. So it will be very competitive with the market, and I think the exciting thing is they're going to be brand new units. Squeaky clean and with all the amenities that people are looking for. They're talking about a yoga studio, a bike storage unit, and of course it will have the walkway from the building to the parking garage. So all those very great amenities that'll make it attractive for downtown living.
And the total investment?
Total investment for the project is $15 million. So that kind of investment, when you talk about what that means for construction jobs and for jump-starting other businesses in downtown, is fantastic. All right?
Very good. Thank you. I want to just mention that the process that we used in this, I want to commend Amy and Steve Cleaves. We structured this as a RFP. We accumulated home dollars over several years, and basically then offered $500,000 in home funding to developers that would step forward with project proposals. And this yielded two very good proposals, one of which with the Woda Group was deemed obviously superior by us and by the state. One of the things that really was, I think, terrific news, Woda is considered among the best development companies in the state. And further, they're not just in the business of renovating and then flipping a property. They intend to be a permanent resident in our community. They'll be doing the renovation. They'll be owning and managing this for the long term. And that's the way they manage all of their portfolio. And we're glad to have them invest in downtown Lima in a very, very public and very strategic way. So it's great news for the downtown. Also, this morning I want to bring up representatives of Crime Victim Services. Chris Rodabaugh is here to with some information about elder abuse, and we have a proclamation also to issue. So, Chris, good morning.
Good morning. Thank you. We appreciate the opportunity to be at the mayor's media briefing this morning. Today is World Elder Abuse Awareness Day. All around the country, all around the world, people are focusing on elder abuse. It is rampant around the country, around our United States, and here in our own community. Only about 10% of elder abuse is ever reported. And we're here today to draw attention to that. What can you do for Elder Abuse Awareness Day? Look around you in your community, look at your friends, your family, your acquaintances. Check in with them. Give them a call, give them a visit, take them out somewhere. The biggest enemy to our elders is isolation. It's very easy as we age, we slow down, we stop being as involved in the community as we were involved in other people's lives, and it's easy to slip away. Another type of awareness or elder abuse that we want to talk about is elder exploitation. That is really rampant. There's a lot of scams out there. There's a lot of family members who are taking advantage of the elders because of some type of substance abuse. There is help for that. We do have groups in Lima working on that. We have a Naranon group that is now available and is working very hard with those people. But we also want to make people aware of scams. We work with a lot of victims that have been scammed out of all of their income. Even if they're on a fixed income, they've given it all to a scammer. And really the best way to deal with that is to prevent it, because once a scammer gets in and gets the money, very seldom you don't get any money back, it's gone. So we do have a training coming up this Friday from 1 to 3 at Family Services. Allen County Job and Family Services is hosting it from 1 to 3. We will be training our police officers from the area. It's also open to the public, so we'd like to invite you to do that. And lastly, on today, purple is the color for elder abuse awareness. We would like to invite everybody to wear purple. And most particularly, we'd like to invite the mayor. We would like to present him with his purple tie this morning and ask that you wear that today for Elder Abuse Awareness Day.
Wow. That's bright. You can get away without no tie. Kind of why I didn't wear one. There's a new team of folks working at crime victims on this, correct?
Yes.
You want to describe that?
The VOCA grant, it's Victims of Crime in America, or Act, gave a lot of money. It's from fines, from criminal fines. There's, unfortunately, a big cachet of money from that because of all the crime that we have. But the good part is that it's funding some help for our elders in particular. We were able to hire 12 new social workers all at once last October in Crime Victim Services. we're applying for more funding that's available. We expect to hire more social workers. So we do have an elder victim ministry. There are advocates working every day to help people with the exploitation or any type of elder abuse. We work with victims of crime, whether it's been reported crime or not reported. We also work with self-neglect. Any kind of a need of an elder 60 and older, you can call us and we can help you. There is help out there. You don't have to suffer. And the mayor looks pretty good in his purple tie.
Keep talking.
No, we are happy to be in the community and working together with Crime Victim Services. What to look for in elder abuse, if somebody's maybe wearing the same clothes every time that you see them. If you have a neighbor that used to walk around the neighborhood, you used to see them out in the morning and out and about, you don't see them anymore. There's all kinds of signs. And it goes from basic disrespect, not speaking with an elder on an adult level, for example, hurrying them along because you don't want to wait for them, not getting their input on their own life and their own health care. We have a tendency to kind of discount people and treat them as if they're not capable. And so it starts with the little things. The other big issue that we deal with is caregiver burnout, because a lot of abuse starts with someone that loves their elder and has taken very good care of them for years and years, but going without sleep night after night after night and having no help really does bring out the worst in people. And so we can work with that too. And that's another thing you could do for World Abuse Awareness Day, is to give a caregiver a break. If you know someone that's taking care of someone, they would love to have a little break.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
I'll read the proclamation at this point. Whereas Elder Abuse Awareness Month calls attention to the fact that elder abuse is widespread, underreported, is an ever-increasing issue in our society, and crosses all socioeconomic boundaries. And whereas nationwide only 1 in 24 cases of elder abuse is reported, and only 10% of such cases are reported in Allen County. And whereas today, June 15th, 2016, is World Elder Abuse Awareness Day, communities around the globe are calling attention to the scope and impact of abuse and exploitation of elders everywhere. And whereas neglect is the type of abuse most commonly reported in the Lima community, followed by financial exploitation, emotional, physical, and sexual abuse, and self-neglect. Whereas over 1,100 victims have been served by the Elder Victim Ministry of Crime Victim Services since 1998, and many more victims are expected to be served in coming years due to the increasing number of elders in our community. And whereas the Elder Victim Ministry of Crime Victim Services, in conjunction with the Area Agency on Aging, the Allen County Council on Aging, the Allen County Adult Protective Services, Partnership for Violence-Free Families, and other area elder service agencies work tirelessly together to meet the needs of all elder victims in our community, believing they are a valuable resource that richly increases the quality of life for all of us living in Lima and Allen County. Now, therefore, I, David J. Berger, Mayor of the City of Lima, do hereby proclaim the month of June as Elder Abuse Awareness Month, and today, June 15th, as World Elder Abuse Awareness Day in our community, and ask all citizens to join advocates in communities around the globe in playing as active role as possible in advocating for and supporting our elders. And witness whereof I have hereunto set my hand and caused to be affixed the seal of the City of Lima this day of June 2016. So, good luck in all the work that Crime Victim Services is about.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Thank you. Also, we have, I've invited Joe Patton and Paula Siebeneck here from Ohio Means Jobs. We're going to try to do something on a periodic basis. Recently, when there was a Lima News article about the number of jobs available in our community, and there was a headline that there were 1,500 jobs within a 10-mile radius of Lima. the principal reaction of folks, as I heard it, and was disbelief. And there were questions as well about where exactly these jobs were and are. And I guess my reaction to that is several-fold. The first is that it's real. We have jobs with employers large and small throughout our area, and it's frankly the first time in a very long time that we've had a surplus of jobs versus the opposite, which has been long the case in our region. So employers are looking for qualified, drug-free applicants along the entire spectrum of opportunities, from unskilled to very skilled. So what we're going to do, and I'm inviting, come on up, Joe and Paula, we want to talk about the kinds of jobs that are here. We want to highlight those, and we want to also put a number to things. So, Joe, why don't you talk to us about the jobs and what's out there?
Very good. Thank you, Mayor. Like you said, we're about to unveil a number here that we'll have on the jobs. It's a pretty substantial number. A lot of the jobs we kind of have the whole gamut. I think a lot of people look at Ohio's jobs and think that's all entry-level stuff. I guess I'll throw out some of the numbers here. $50,000 to $80,000 jobs. We have over 400 of those openings right now in the area. Middle income, $30,000 to around $50,000. We have over 400 of those type of positions. Entry level, we have well over 300 positions in there. And then even some six-figure income jobs, we have over around 80 of those positions posted on OMJ right now. So key to getting there is come down to the job center, get registered with Paula, and her staff will help you out. You'll end up with a one-on-one job coach. That can be from anybody from an entry-level person to someone looking to upgrade their career. Maybe you're looking to switch careers or looking for a higher salary. You can come in, get lined up, or we can even kind of do some of that stuff over the phone if you don't have time to come in during our business hours. Then you'll have a team of people keeping their eye out for you when that opening comes. They'll be contacting you, know you're in the mix for the positions. Some of the types of occupations we have, a lot of them are tractor trailer drivers. We have over 200 of those positions. Frontline supervision, over 80 of those type of positions. A lot of registered nurses, well over 50 of those jobs. A lot of supervision jobs, maintenance repair workers, we have a good number of those, and a lot of food prep service type entry level stuff. We have multiple positions in that too.
Okay. And so why don't we show them the grand total?
Okay.
And
Knew that was gonna fall.
Paula, you want to talk to us a little bit about what it is that your team does to assist people to access those jobs?
Yes, so I'm in charge of the Advanced Manufacturing Task Force. So what we do is when a person comes to our office, we help them do a resume, and then we continue to put them on OhioMeansJobs.com. And those two things are the most important, so that they are visible and marketable. And then we also do a drug screen for the individuals and then a background check. And then we do a variety of other steps. What we try to do is try to remove any sort of barriers that they may have to employment. So when we present them to an employer, they're job ready. And so if they have daycare issues, transportation, those types of things, we'll try to work those issues out with them. And then from there, we do a workshop, and we have a job coach that works with them hand in hand. And what's nice about it is the job coach is there till they get that job. And there's bumps along the way, but typically, they do find employment. And so we do have a really good partnership with several of our local employers that the job coach can pick up the phone and say, hey, I've got John Doe here. Here are his qualifications. He's gone through our process. We feel that he would make a good employee. So then it's really then up to that job seeker to shine in that interview. And then we also help with that too. So if a person has an upcoming interview, we have mock interviewing. And we see several times people come in, they have a little bit of low confidence, but once they go through that mock interview, they come out very lifted and leave with confidence and, feel that they're going to get that job and they know what to do. So, it's about building the confidence of that job seeker. So as Joe indicated, we have all sorts of level of positions that we can help people with. And coming up tomorrow, Bob Evans is hosting a job fair at Ohio Means Jobs, Allen County, at 1501 South Dixie Highway from noon until 3. They have immediate positions open right now with shipping and receiving, machine operators, and maintenance technicians. So if there are people out there that are interested in coming, they can come out either today or tomorrow morning, and we can help them do a resume and help them fill out the job application online.
So you want to talk about the engagement with employers and what you're doing to get more of these employers to engage?
Absolutely. Right now, Ohio Means Jobs Allen County is home to we're close to around 250 employers call us home to help them with their HR needs. We do all whatever level of engagement the employer asks of us, we'll do. For instance, one of our big projects we did the entire screening process for potash. We had over 400 applicants come through, and that was for around 9 jobs. We screened them down, did the testing for that. We can do that whole package, and then we presented it in a spreadsheet over to potash with the people numbered by their test scores and the criteria they were looking at. We can do anything from that to just basic posting a job to get you more PR for it. Paul and her staff have done a great job of updating our Facebook page. We get a lot of the positions when they get posted on there for an employer. We see well over 1,000 looks or shares with those, so that's a good place to go and if they're looking for a position. All of our new positions get put up on our Facebook page. We also, on our web page, we keep all of our positions on there, and you can do the search. We have the 10-mile radius search, I believe, linked onto our web page, so you can take a look at that search and see the jobs that we're talking about here in detail. One of the things Paula mentioned I'd like to elaborate on a little bit with the process and the drug screening and the background check. The background check does not preclude anybody from getting a job. We have lots of employers that work with us. We have second chance employers. We have different levels of employers that engage. Some places will not hire a felon, and that's their prerogative, and that's their company's policy. We have a lot of companies that do. So the best thing to do is just come see the job coach. They know the ins and outs of who will take what, and sometimes they'll even make an exception if we see a lot in an individual and call. We've had that happen with several individuals. So I didn't want anybody to feel they'd be left out with a background check. That's just part of the process with the employers. Yeah.
I just want to tell you, I found my job on your site.
Very good. That's great.
It works.
There we have a audience testimonial, so that's can't get any better than that.
Very good, thank you.
Thank you.
Quick question, are they contacting Job and Family Services or Ohio Means?
It's Ohio Means Jobs, and our phone number's at the bottom. It's 999-0360. If they call, they can set up an appointment. If they come in to get set up with a job coach and get the resume and stuff put in and get input into Ohio Means Jobs, it's approximately about an hour-long process. We do have walk-in appointments, but we've got so much traffic lately, we may not be able to see them right away, but if they call, they'll definitely schedule an appointment and get them set up with a time. But if they want to walk in and we have staff to see them, we'll absolutely try to make time for folks. The other thing that's really taken off is we have a job board now where we have over 60 slots out there with just we keep our hot current positions out there, so a lot of people, we get a lot of traffic there, so if employers are wanting to post or if you're job searching, it's a good place to get connected because we get a lot of traffic there and all those positions are posted out there and that's updated weekly, so. Thank you.
As I mentioned, we're going to try to do this periodically, perhaps once a month, where we can talk about what the current number is, the availability. I think it's just really important that we kind of break through with folks, whether they're young people or older people, whether it's people that are employed or people that have been unemployed. I mean, one of the discussions that you see in the media a lot are the discouraged workers who have been unemployed for a long time and they don't think there are opportunities for them. this is an opportunity to get re-engaged, re-energized, and find an opportunity that makes sense for you. So we're going to repeat it, and repeating it, I think, matters. Because over time, I think it will, that message that there are opportunities out there will break through, and we'll get people, instead of disbelieving, perhaps acting on it as Chris did, and just seeing it as the resource that it is. This is a real change. I mean, the Ohio Means Jobs opportunity really matured in Allen County over the last 2 years as a result of a special initiative, and Joe and his team have just done an outstanding job. And that number of 250 engaged employers used to be about what, 50? So there are 200 more, it's like 5 times the number of employers that are now using the resource of the agency, the website, and as a result, that we now have the centralized database, which we didn't have before. And we want to encourage more employers to participate, because that will share the news of their opportunities in a much more consistent and strategic way. And we'll help them get the kinds of human resources, the talent that they need in their organizations. Also, I want to invite up Chris Jackson, who next weekend, I think, 2 weeks out. He is the co-chair of the upcoming AAU track and field at Lima Stadium.
Yes, sir. Good morning, everyone. Again, like the mayor said, our area, we have been awarded the 2016 Ohio Region 4 Track and Field Junior Olympic Championships. That is going to take place June 30th to July 3rd at the Lima Stadium. And what this is a athletic event for young people from the ages of 5 to 18 from Ohio, West Virginia, and Western Pennsylvania. We hosted this event in 2004. We had about 2,400 athletes at that time. Since then, it's split up our region. So we're expecting about 1,000 athletes. And talking to the Chamber of Commerce, this is going to create about a $1.5 million for income in our area. Looking forward to it. Locally, we have several athletes, including my son, that are All-Americans or national champions in the past. So there's going to be some top caliber athletes here in town, and we're just asking for support. Again, this is going to be June 30th to July 3rd at the stadium. What we're looking for now is sponsors. We have some sponsorship information that is available. Those sponsors will receive some sponsored packages. With the remodeling of the stadium and the new scoreboard, they are going to run some ads across the scoreboard, some announcements. There'll be a program out also. If you've never been to a track meet of this caliber, it's excellent. I actually happen to work for Ohio AAU. I'm the coach of AAU in Ohio, and also work for AAU nationally. We're expecting record numbers this year. You know, this is the Olympiad year. So I'm part of that. The kids that qualify in this event will be invited to Houston, Texas, Humboldt Stadium. This year we're expecting about 14,000 track and field athletes. It's about a week-long event down in Texas. As you know, Texas is very hot, so I'm just trying to mentally get prepared for that. But again, this is going to take place here in Lima, again, June 30th through July 3rd. That Thursday and Friday will be most of our multi-event athletes, but that Saturday is when we'll get most of that 1,000 athletes in town. Again, it's going to help our economy tremendously. So again, I have some information if you're interested in being a sponsor or just being a fan, just coming out and support. This is most of our team, the Lima Striders, are made up of local kids from the city schools and some from the outlying areas also.
And you're looking for volunteers as well?
Yes, also looking for volunteers. Again, you know, for an event this size, I have been able to talk to a couple of the to the Mary Alice House and also to the house down on Main Street. They are going to use some of their gentlemen. We actually used them for the Miss Opportunity pageant. Those guys did a great job. And that's another thing. This is just not about track and field. This is also opportunity. Some of those guys that have made some mistakes to get a chance to come out. They enjoy this type of thing. We've used them before, and they enjoy it. They have a good time. We have them come out and maybe rake the long jump, retrieve the shot puts, and things like that. But we're still looking for other volunteers. Anyone that's interested in being a volunteer or sponsor can contact myself at area code 419-371-6198.
Very good.
Thank you.
Thank you, Chris. 1,000 kids competing, meaning there'll be a couple probably, from family member standpoint, 2 to 3 per child that's in competition. So we'll have 3,000 or 4,000 people over at the Lima Stadium that weekend. Be a great event. And Brett Roehm is here from the Lima Parks Department with plans for the pool and other rec app.
Thank you, Mayor.
opportunities.
Here today to announce that it's finally time to open the doors. We are finishing up today and tomorrow with our lifeguarding course that's going on at the pool right now. So we will open to the public Friday, June 17th, and we'll be open daily from 12 to 7 through August 7th. So we have 8 lifeguards being certified right now through the course. So once they're finished, we'll open the doors to the public. $3 for 13 and under, $4 for 14 and older. And, you know, it's just come out. It looks like the weather's going to be pretty nice this weekend. It's supposed to be, I think, close to 90 on Sunday. So come on out and enjoy the weather and enjoy the water. So we're open.
A family pass.
Family pass, we base it off of a family of 2, and that's $70. And you can add an additional family member to that for $20 a person. You know, youth pass, season pass is $35, and an adult pass is $40. So very affordable to you know, to enter. Just come out, and we ask you just come out and enjoy the weather.
Very good.
All right, thanks.
Brett. We've been delayed in opening, as you may know, because there just weren't the number of kids available for lifeguarding, so we had to recruit and then train. Something like Ohio Means Jobs is doing. So we appreciate all the efforts that have gone into that. And that's all that we have for today, so we'll break down for interviews. Thank you.